Yes, we say excellent moment to us from everywhere we are on from. This is the Global Clusters, and today, every Tuesday, as our custom is, we are having our humanity revolution. Instead of end bad governance revolution that have not yielded anything positive for us, we are saying let us come and do humanity revolution. And right here with us, we have the president of WOKE, the OO2 Humanity Evolution, always on time to guide us through the journey of today, of the training and workshop of today. Thank you for coming, sir. And host, let us have our video of the Humanity Evolution before the facilitator go on. Thank you, host. Thank you, sir.
Imagine a world bathed in the soft
Imagine a
glow of
world
kindness.
bathed in the
Picture a
soft glow of
bustling
kindness.
marketplace in Marrakesh,
Picture a
where a
bustling
vendor offers
marketplace
a
in
warm
Marrakesh,
smile
where a
and a
vendor
kind
offers a
word to a
warm
weary
smile and a
traveler.
kind
See a
word
young
to a
girl in
weary
Tokyo
traveler.
offering her
See a
seat on
young
the
girl
train
in
to an
Tokyo
elderly
offering
woman,
her seat
their
on the
eyes
train to
meeting
an
in a
elderly
moment of
woman,
shared
their
humanity.
eyes meeting in
In
a
a
moment of
small
shared
village in the
humanity.
Andes
In
Mountains,
a small
neighbors
village in
gather
the
to
Andes
help a
Mountains,
family rebuild
neighbors
after a
gather to
storm,
help a
their
family
shared
rebuild
laughter
after a
echoing
storm.
through the
Their
valley.
shared laughter
These are
echoing
not
through the valley.
isolated acts of charity.
These are not
They are
isolated
threads in a
acts of
vibrant
charity.
tapestry
They
of
are threads
compassion
in a
that is
vibrant
being
tapestry
woven across the globe.
that is being
Each
woven
act of
across the
kindness,
globe.
no matter how
Each act of
small,
kindness,
contributes
no
to a
matter how
larger
small,
movement, a
contributes to a
revolution of the
larger
heart.
movement, a
This is the
revolution of the
humanity
heart.
revolution.
This is the humanity revolution.
The humanity revolution is not a political movement,
Humanity
nor is it
revolution is
defined
not
by
a
any
political
one religion
movement,
or
nor is it
ideology.
defined by
It is
any
a
one religion
universal
or
calling,
ideology.
an
It is a
awakening to the
universal calling,
interconnectedness of
an
all
awakening
beings.
to the
It is a
interconnectedness of all
recognition that we are
beings.
all part of
It is a
something larger
recognition
than
that we are all
ourselves,
part of
and that
something
our
larger than
actions have a
ourselves,
ripple effect
and
on
that
the
our
world around
actions have
us.
a ripple
This
effect on the
revolution is
world around
fueled
us.
by
This
compassion,
revolution
the
is
ability
fueled
to
by
understand and
compassion,
share
the
in the
ability to
suffering of others.
understand and share
It is
in the
driven by
suffering of
empathy,
others.
the
It is
capacity
driven
to
by
step into
empathy,
another
the
person's shoes
capacity
and
to
see
step
the
into
world
another
through their
person's
eyes.
shoes and see
And
the
it is
world through their
sustained by
eyes.
respect,
And it
a
is
deep
sustained by
appreciation for
respect,
the
a
inherent
deep
worth and dignity
appreciation
of
for the
every human
inherent
being.
worth and dignity of every human being.
The impact of compassion is not merely
The
anecdotal,
impact of
it is
compassion
deeply
is not
rooted in our
anecdotal.
biology and
Deeply
woven into the
rooted in our
fabric of our
biology and
communities.
woven into the
Studies
fabric
have
of our
shown that acts of
communities.
kindness release
Studies have shown that
oxytocin, a hormone that promotes
oxytocin,
feelings of
a
trust,
hormone that
connection, and
promotes
well-being.
feelings of
When we are
trust,
kind to
connection,
others,
and
we are
well-being.
also kind
When
to
we are kind to
ourselves.
others,
There
we are
are
also
countless
kind to
examples of
ourselves.
how
There are
compassion and
countless
empathy have
examples of how
transformed lives
compassion
and
and empathy
communities.
have
In
transformed lives and
Rwanda,
communities.
survivors of the
In
genocide have come
Rwanda,
together to
survivors of the
rebuild their
genocide
shattered
have come
nation,
together to
offering
rebuild their
forgiveness and
shattered nation,
understanding in the
offering
face of
forgiveness and
unimaginable
understanding in
pain.
the face of
In the aftermath
unimaginable
of natural
pain.
disasters,
In the
we see
aftermath of
ordinary
natural
people
disasters,
performing
we see
extraordinary
ordinary
acts of
people
courage and
performing
selflessness,
extraordinary acts of
putting the
courage and
needs of others
selflessness,
before their own.
putting the needs of others.
The humanity revolution is not a spectator sport. It requires each of us to step onto the playing field of life and engage in acts of compassion, empathy, and respect. It challenges us to move beyond our comfort zones, to reach out to those who are different from us, and to extend a hand of friendship to those in need. Start small, smile at a stranger, listen with an open heart, offer a helping hand. These simple acts of kindness may seem insignificant, but they are the building blocks of a more compassionate and just world. Visit theglobalclusters.org to connect with others who are answering the call to action. Together, let us create a world where humanity thrives.
Let us create a world where humanity thrives. Thank you, sir, President of WOKE Nigeria. Thank you for being available to guide us through on today's humanity celebration. Over to you, sir. Thank you, sir. Chaplain, sir.
Yes, thank you. Please, all right. I'm happy to be here once again. I am Chaplain James Mercy Batsumidi. I'm the president for World Humanitarian Organization for Peace and Equity. And that's why I'm also here as the O2 for Humanity Revolution in the Global Cluster. I am happy to be here and to also educate ourselves on humanity revolution. And what is this humanity revolution is all about. It's all about changing our thinking, changing our attitude, changing our character, changing our way of life to better our communities, our society, and to our colleagues, friends out there, our neighbors, so that we can have peaceful community, so that we can have a peaceful environment, we can have peaceful society, we can have the peaceful nation, we can have the peaceful world that we deserve to live in. Humanity revolution and the global cluster. That is why we are here today. If you are joining us for the first time, I want to congratulate you being part of this uh, global campaign for humanity to be one, for humanity to respect each other and one another, for humanity to live in peace, to live in unity, to live in love. And that is why we call it humanity revolution, to be able to change whatever that has been causing problem in our life, in our businesses, in our communities, in our environments, in our homes, so we can change it to have a better life. So thank you for having me once again. Let me quickly go into the business of the day. And because of this, I would like to talk on the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. Let me quickly repeat that. Universal Declaration of Human Rights. If there have not been violation of human rights, if there have not been vandalism, hooliganism, robbery, theft, if there have not been violation of we have 30 numbers of this Universal Declaration of Human Rights. So I will just like to talk about 10 today. So next we will able to talk about the other 10. Then and this is what we are going to do together. Number one, free and equal. Why do we have this in the Universal Declaration? We are all born free and equal. I repeat, why do we have this? There's there have been there's always violence against each other, against one another in the world. Then there have been classifications, thinking and believing that others. We have, if you have this mindset, this Universal Declaration is for you to understand life, that we are all born free and equal. No one is above other when it comes to law. No one is above others. So if we are all born free and equal, that simply means that no matter how or where anyone is born, I mean the nationality now, we are all born free and equal. So we should respect ourselves. We should all respect ourselves, irrespective of class. You may be living your life on a very high level. It doesn't mean you are superior or higher than somebody who does not have money to live the way you live in your life. We are all born free and equal. We must understand that. That is number one, Declaration of Human Rights. And we do have number two, which is do not discriminate. Today, discrimination has caused much havoc in our communities. Discrimination, discriminating gender, male gender from female gender, discriminating from one tribe to the other, discriminating from age, instance, discriminating with color, you're white and black, discriminating from race, discriminating with language. It's not from our village, it's not from our community. The Universal Declaration of Human Rights says there should be no, and there must not be any discrimination. That is, we shouldn't discriminate. Are you an employer? You're looking for people who are going to work with you, and you are discriminating. That might not help you. That might not help you. If you are thinking you don't want white in your company, there are things that they could do better. If you are thinking you don't have black, you don't want blacks in your company, there are things the blacks can do better. So we must understand that we should not discriminate in anything. Let me take football, for example, the soccer. You will see people on the pitch playing good football. Good football. If you are one of them that discriminate, that means you don't want the best for your club. You don't want the best. If you want the best, you will not discriminate. Some of the clubs doing better today, they're kind of mixture of both white and black. Another race. They are together, working toward the same goal. Towards the same goal. And the goal is to make sure they win the match. That is why we have somebody at the goal pole, at the goal, keeping the ball from entering the goal. That's why we have some defending from the left, right. We have them. We have some in the middle, midfielders. They are feeding the strikers to make sure that they are able to score goals. So they work together as a team. They work in unison. They work together as one in their team to make sure that they achieve the goal and the success they need at the end of the day. If such team is discriminating or there's bullying, you will realize that when Jesse number 10 supposed to pass a very short pass that can lead to a goal. So Jesse number 9 and such number 10 do not make that accurate pass because he didn't want that person to score, because he's trying to discriminate. The team will not make success. The team will not achieve their goal. So in a nutshell, discrimination should be totally eradicated when we talk about humanity. We must love ourselves. We must embrace ourselves. We must work as a team wherever we are, wherever we find ourselves. wherever, whatever club, whatever association, whatever group, whatever denomination, whatever community, whatever society, we meet ourselves. And that is how it should be. No to discrimination. That is, do not discriminate wherever you find yourself. Let's quickly go to number 3, which says the right to life. Everyone has rights to life. Everyone has right to life. This simply means that we should stop killing ourselves. And if they have not been killing, this Declaration of Human Rights might have not come up. But there are killings here and there. We all deserve, or we have right to live. We have right to life. So we should stop killings. We should stop taking people's life. Some might be for rituals, some might be, all these kidnappers kidnapping one another. It will not help us. It will not help us. For example, maybe a group of people are traveling in a bus, and we have one driver. And in the journey, maybe an argument, a conflict came up in the bus. And the so-called driver, was so aggressive. If the decision of other passenger or friends in the bus was to take his life, then how would they get to their destination? Meaning that we are all useful to ourselves. There's always chances of doing better if there's life. There's one adage that says, once there's life, or when there's life, there's hope. So what about when there's no life? Where's the circumstance? Where's the hope? That means that we should not take anyone's life. It's against the law. Like some people, if they realize or find somebody committing any offense in the community, the next thing is to go on jungle justice, which is against the law. You do not take laws into your hands. If anyone commits any offense, any crime, let such face the law. And not for you to kill, because there are several cases that we have seen that it might even be false allegation. The allegation might not be true or genuine. And once such life has been taken, how will it be retrieved? How will it be able to explain? So it is against the Universal Declaration of Human Rights to take anyone's life. Everyone has right to live. And if there's anything that has gone wrong, the next thing is to report to the appropriate court for proper justice, and not for you to take laws into your hands. I would like to proceed. Number 4 of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, we have no slavery. No slavery. Say no to slavery. Do not support slavery. Do not bargain with slavery. Do not settle down for slavery. Do not lure anyone to slavery. Do not sell anyone to slavery. Do not buy anyone into slavery. Is against the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. We all have life. We all have right to live, to life. We were all born free and equal. Because some people today, they have no other business than to start taking people for slavery. Once you are caught, you will face the wrath of the law. And this is against humanity.
We should respect ourselves and love ourselves and not to treat ourselves as trash. You see some people running away from one country to the other, selling themselves into slavery instead of looking into how they could do better with their life wherever they are because of money. So why? Why are we selling ourselves into slavery? Why? So all this is what we should know and understand. Do not forget, this program is all about humanity revolution. It's all about humanity revolution. This idea of selling people to slavery must change. All this idea of taking people into trafficking must change. If we want a better community, we must change our thinking, change our orientation, change all the ideas that has been bringing failure, that has been bringing problem, violence, that has been bringing chaos into our communities. Why must you sell or why must you buy human being to use as slave? Gone are the days. We want all this to change. That's why we are talking about this. And it's not just about talking. We need actions. If you see anyone to such, report to the appropriate quarter. So such could be dealt with. And you yourself do not involve yourself in such. Do not engage yourself in such. Let me quickly move to number 5. We'll talk about no torture. This is another very important thing we must look into when it comes to Universal Declaration of Human Rights. Say no to torture. Do not engage yourself in torture. Do not support anyone torturing anyone. Do not pay anyone to torture anyone. Do not get paid to torture anyone. It's against the law. And a clarion call to all the military personnel, the force, the law enforcement agencies, the police, and all. Please, torture is not the first thing, and it shouldn't be. Because that person that was arrested can still be referred to as a suspect because it has not been confirmed, ascertained that the crime is actually committed or perpetrated. So why torture? Because some people or some government agencies, the next thing to do, if anyone points to anyone that this is the man or this is the woman, the next thing is to start torturing, beating such people. It should not be. It should not be. And you don't force people to say what they have not even done. Because when you start torturing them and they want you to stop torturing them, they'll start saying what they do not know or the offense they've not committed, which it will even make it difficult for you to, at the end of the day, get to the root of the matter. So torture is not a way out. There should be a means of getting information or make one to willingly, to deliberately say or confess whatever sins he has committed. Torture is not the way. Or you just, the boys or area boys in the community, this is what they do. They just come up with one idea of beating up people when they heard something. What? There are a lot of life that has been claimed with all this. You just hear somebody shouting. You don't even know who is it. You don't even know if he's the offender or not. The next thing is to start beating to the extent that jungle justice will take place. Throw tire on that person, burn the person away, wasting people's life. This should stop. This is humanity revolution. This should stop. We can't continue having this in our community, and we want the community to grow. Say no to torture. Wherever you are, repeat after me. No to torture. Say that wherever you are. No to torture. Say that once again. No to torture. And say, I will never be part of it. Say to yourself. Say to yourself that I will not be paid to torture. Or I will not pay anyone to torture anyone. This is what we should know if we understand the laws, the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. You don't have any right to torture anyone. You don't have any right of whatsoever. Let's continue. I will quickly talk about number 6, which is you have rights no matter where you go. You have your right wherever you go. Are we really taking to this in our world today? Let's be sincere to ourselves. Let's be realistic. Are we really taking note of this, working on this? We have our rights wherever you go. For example, in Nigeria, you are in Abuja and you want to come to Lagos. The same rights you have in Abuja as a citizen of Nigeria, you also have the right in Lagos as a citizen of Nigeria. If you also go to Port Harcourt, you also have the right as a citizen of Nigeria. And wherever you go in the world of this Universal Declaration of Human Rights, nobody should discriminate. Nobody should just take somebody's life or send someone to slavery or to torture. So we all have our rights wherever we go, wherever we meet ourselves. This is what we should know. Wherever we are, wherever we meet ourselves, you have your right. And if anyone is standing to take your right away from you, such a person is violating the law. And if you understand or know your right, you will be able to correct others. And not just that, you will be able to stand by your right. You will be able to stand by your right. So you have the right. Your right remains with you wherever you go. You are hearing this not as a person that you know, I have my right. I want you to also see the opposite side, that your neighbors, your friends, your colleagues, your fellows also have the same rights as you have it. So what you don't want anyone to do to you, that means you should not do it to others. This is all what we're talking about here. You know your right. That same right you have, others have it. If you don't want somebody to just come and slap you, you know that is an assault. You too don't just go and slap somebody, because the right you have is also the right that person has. Either you are in uniform or not. Just went to somewhere, slap the person. If the person slaps you back, you have the same right not to slap anybody. You have the same right not to slap anybody, not to bring any assault, not to torture anybody. Therefore, let's keep to these rights that we have. Let's respect it. Let's promote it. It will help us. This is humanity revolution. The former thinking or mentality we have must change. We want to grow. We want to develop our communities. We want to develop our society. We don't want to live the way we have been living. So let's educate ourselves. Let's educate ourselves. You don't just do things anyhow, thinking that because you are bigger, that person is smaller. Because you're a man, That person is a woman, is a female. Because you are the boss, is apprentice or he works under you. No, no, no. We both have these rights. We all have the rights. Once we understand this, it will surely help us to know a way forward. So I move further to number 7. I told you we're going to do 10 today. Number 7, we are all equal before the law. I love this. I love this. We are all equal before the law. But our question, are we really equal before the law? Is justice taking its place? The law says we are all equal before the law. Nobody is above the law. Fine. Are we all truly equal before the law? Let us speak to ourselves. Law enforcement agencies, in the judiciary sector, legislative sector, are we really equal before the law? The executive sector of this country and every country of the world, are we really equal before the law? We all know this truth. We all know this law. But are we taking to it? So it's only the masses, only those who do not have people to run into, rot in jail, face the consequences of the law. This is not right. This is not right. If anyone violates the law, he should face the wrath of the law. If truly we want to respect humanity and we want sanity, we want justice in our country, in our world, in our community, the law says no one is above the law. We are all equal before the law. Are we really equal before the law? If the justice have to be just and truthful to themselves, they should checkmate themselves and do the right thing. If we really want the revolution to take place in humanity, that is a total change. We all know our sectors, wherever we are, wherever we belong to. Are you really doing well? They come to you to report because that person is your friend, your associate, your family. You turn the case upside down. Justice will not take place. Why? So we don't respect the law. If you respect the law, nobody's above the law. If anybody commits any offense, let them face the law. It's because we have not been just. That's why we are still having problem in our world today. In the prison today, there are so many people there that if you hear what took them to the prison, you will cry for them. And those that are even doing worst are moving freely in the society and nothing was done. Please, this is a challenge to everyone. Let's challenge ourselves and say the truth. Let's say the truth to ourselves. Nobody's above the law. We are all equal before the law. So let's do as the law says. Nobody's above. If anybody commits any offense that has to be dealt with, let them face the wrath of the law. Number 8 says, your rights are protected by law. Is that really correct? Our rights are protected by law. If those in the judiciary, legislators are taking bribes and not doing what they're supposed to do, then which law is protecting the right of people? Imagine what we have been mentioning since. It's still happening in the world because justice is not taking place. Because law is not taking place. The law is not taking its course. There's still discrimination. There's still bullying everywhere. People are still going to slavery. There's still torture here and there. So this is humanity revolution. It has to start from us. If you are listening to me, I don't know the sector you belong to. I don't know which area you're doing. If you are part of the problem of this world or the problem of this nation, you can change your thinking, your ideas. If you think you are in the law sector now, or you are a government official now, or you think you are law enforcement agency now, fine. A day is coming that you are also going to have that uniform and become a civilian. You see everybody now, you say, bloody civilian, fine. A time is coming when you retire, you also become that bloody civilian. When those who are just coming to power too, we disgrace you. Because when you're in service, you are not doing better, you are not doing well. So we better do it well now. So when we are old and we cannot run here and there, we will be able to be just. We will be able to stand upright and say, I have never done this or that. But some of you cannot say that. So it's a challenge to every one of us to do the needful wherever we are, wherever we belong, whatever power we belong or we have. Let's use it to respect humanity. Let's respect ourselves. And let's justice take place. I won't say more than that. On that, your rights are protected by law. If truly our laws are protected by law, let's see it. Let's see it. Let's see it working. Then number 9, no unfair detainment. No unfair detainment. Unlawful detection of whatsoever. If we do things rightly, surely get
We're talking about. So let's do things rightly so we can get it rightly. We all know the right thing to do. So let's do the right thing so that we will have it rightly. So right things will even come to us. If you don't follow the law, you just want to do things on your own. Some people are pointing accusing finger to the Mr. President of the nation. We have presidents all over the world pointing accusing finger to the president. Is it the president that will leave his seat and come to a community, start relating with one another? Is it Mr. President that will leave his seat and come to our homes and be telling you how you should deal with your wife? Wife, how you should deal with your husband? So let's be truthful to ourselves. Everyone in the nation are also contributing to any development of any nation, are also contributing to the downfall of every nation. If there's going to be any conflict in any homes now that leads to divorce or whatsoever, is that the problem of the Mr. President? Is that the problem for your marriage to scatter? We should be able to blame ourselves if things are going wrong in this country, because it is up. I'm talking to everybody generally. Look at yourself, look at your own area, look at where you are, look at what you are doing. But if you have to get it right, see, this is a workshop where we can get ourselves healed, where we can get ourselves saved from whatever thinking or ideas we'll be having. This is humanity revolution. So it has to come with determination, with violence, that no, we don't want to continue with this again. We want a better life. And it must start from you. Consider yourself that the way I've been living, I don't want to live that again. I don't want to do this again. Let's do things rightly. That's why we're having this program. Let's do things rightly and not wrongly the way we have been doing it before. Don't take wrong for right. This is what we see happening now. Don't take wrong for right. I mean, doing wrong thing as if that's the right thing to do. Bribery is not the right thing. Some people have taken that as right thing. And if you don't have it, that means you don't understand what. No, 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 no. It shouldn't be. Let's take right for right, wrong for wrong. When something is wrong, is wrong. When something is right, is right. And this all starts with us. It starts with us. If you have to get healed, we must heal ourselves. Number 10 says the right to trial. You can't just apprehend someone, arrest somebody, and the next thing to just go and put in prison. Let's still be a trial. We should be able to hear that person out. If really is the person, if he really commit that crime or offense, we all know this thing. We all know this thing. What you don't want to happen to you, if it happens to you, begin to ask questions, and you are the one standing to do it to others. We must say the truth to ourselves. This is humanity revolution. That is why global cluster has come up to, you know, put this in place so that we can help ourselves. We can make sanity in our nation, in our communities, in the society, so that we can love ourselves, so that we can have better world, better community to live in. If there's still all these menaces, devices, how are we going to move forward? How are we going to move forward? So this is a challenge and a clear cut to everyone. There should be a change of life, change of thinking, change in your character, change in your human relation, the way you relate with people, the way you talk to people. What you don't want people to do to you, do not do it to others. That is part of the rules when it comes to humanity revolution. What you don't want people to do to you, do not do it to others. If you don't want people to beat you anyhow, don't beat anybody anyhow. If you don't want people to send you to slavery, don't send anyone to slavery. If you don't want anyone to discriminate you, don't discriminate anyone. This is what you must learn. This is how we want it to be, so that we can have better life, better humanity, better community, better world, better society. I've told you we have 30 of this one Universal Declaration of Human Rights, but today we just talk about 10. We'll still be continuing to have other 20. So, but today I would like to draw the curtain here. If there's going to be any question or anyone want to say anything to what we have done today or said. So thank you so much once again for having me. I remain Chaplain Dr. James Mercy Abatunidi. I am the president for World Humanitarian Organization for Peace and Equity, and also the OO2 of Humanity Revolution in the global cluster. So I want to say thank you to Ambassador Dr. Adekunle Badmus for giving me this platform to also add my skill to humanity in making sure that all have a better life. We all have better life to live. So thank you so much. So back to you, the moderator, if you are there and if you can hear me. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you very much, sir. We really appreciate you. You are giving us real lectures today, and my my book is filled up already. I really appreciate that. Our time is running out, but it's important that we hear from our people on the call. Please host, check people on the call and bring them up for their submission. Host, thank you. Recently, I saw Ambassador Eko 01. Okay, yeah, Master Genie. Good to have you again. Please add your voice, sir, as we are moving forward. Welcome, sir, Master Genie. You can unmute, sir. Master Genie, kindly unmute and add your voice. Master Genie, you are live already. Just unmute and add your voice. All right, sir.
Thank you so much, Pratina Oluwaseyi.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Chaplain James. Thank you so much for that picture. For the little bit that I got there, I really appreciate what you have got for us today, and for everything you always do. I want to say a big thank you to you, sir. Thank you, Pratina Oluwaseyi, and a big thank you to our global president, Ambassador Dr. Adekunle Badmus. And I say a big thank you to our First Lady, and all our daddy and mommy in the house that make this platform possible for us to have a voice. Thank you on this humanity revolution, Clusteran, Chaplain James. We all need each other. I might have missed a bit, but my own submission on humanity revolution is one person, one tree cannot be a country. We need each other to change how we think, how we behave towards each other. We need to, if I do you wrong and you know that I can talk to this person that, hey, look here, we have to be able to understand that we are human. If you are in the heat period, we will understand because we are all human. We go through it because anybody that have anger issue, I want them to come out after 5 seconds. Once you have been annoyed and you will calm down and you be like, okay, you want to reconcile because I've experienced that before. So on humanity revolution, we need to accept each other. If we all try and just do this little exercise, just raise up your left or right hand. Look at your fingers. Are they equal? It's a big capital No. No. But can you cut one for each other? No. But do one of them need each other? Yes, they do. So please let us heed to whatever our teacher has said today about the humanity revolution. We need each other. We cannot change our country. We cannot make our country better if we don't make our own humanity revolution intact. And what do I mean by that? It means you have to have the mind of love, forgiveness, collaboration, empowering. You have to have all these traits and also wear them as a garment. I'm not saying it's all easy, but I'm saying if we all come together, even the animals come together, and if the animals can come together without like verbal communication and they can understand each other, if we human can come together as humanity, be it Onyibo or black, if we come together as black, we are gonna be great. If we come together as human, we are gonna make more great things than it is right now, instead of betraying each other. So thank you so much for this great opportunity, our global president, Ambassador Dr. Adekunle Badmus. Thank you so much for giving us this platform. The government cannot do it alone. One person cannot do it alone. We all have to come together. Me, I'm from Yoruba land in Nigeria, and there's one Yoruba saying that says, ojú kan ló máa ń bí ọmọ, gbogbo àdúgbò ló máa ń wò ó. In English, it simply means there's only one mother to a child, but the whole street look after the child. Do you understand? We are saying whatever we miss, whatever we want, until we can create a community that can create it. Nobody else can do it. Forget the government. Forget all the formality. We need to come together as human. We revolutionize. We can go online and see some videos until people like fight back. You know, I'm not saying we should embrace violence. We don't embrace violence. This is not answers and bad government. We are saying take your time to understand yourself, do humanity revolution on yourself and your surrounding, understand what is going on and see how you can help the situation. It doesn't cost money. There is AI. You can ask AI question on how you can, resolve the community and put it in the order if that's the little you can do. So thank you so much everyone for listening to me. Thank you our global president for this innovation, for this opportunity, for making our voice heard. And I believe all our voice will be heard. Thank you, Chaplain James. Thank you so much for today, sir. Thank you for the opportunity. And Professor Aluashe, thank you for bringing me up. Let me leave
All right.
space for other people to give their submission. Thank you so much.
Definitely. Definitely. Thank you so very much, Cluster and Kayode Dotson. We appreciate you, Master Jenny, for all you do. Yes, host, do we have others on the backstage? Okay, Ma, welcome, Ma, Ambassador 001 Real Estate of the Global Clusters. Can you add your voice? We have some minutes past 6, but we love to hear from you, Ma. Thank you, Ma.
All right. Good evening, my able chaplain James. I want to say good evening, sir, and thank you so much for releasing these words of wisdom from the abundance that you have. May God continue to bless you. You have never ordered this information. Do you know some people? Hope you are hearing me, sir. Are you hearing me?
Yes, we can hear you
We can hear
clearly.
you, Ma.
Okay.
Only fine. Yes, Ma.
Okay.
Yes, Ma.
Thank you. You know some people where the humanity we are talking about is supposed to be all round. Do you know some people this information Chaplain James have, they will have it and they won't release it. Sincerely speaking, some people you meet then you begin to wonder if actually they are a living human being. They odd everything. They even have information within the group that can help people. They keep it, they don't give it out. So we want to first of all say thank you, sir, for finding time to come and talking to us. Your teaching is always loaded. Though today the network was off and on, but at least I've gotten the message. Thank you, Cluster Oluwaseyi. May God bless you for all you do. And to our global president, Ambassador Adekunle Badmos, if he's listening, well done, sir, for the opportunity. That's part of the humanity we are talking about, touching humanity. Now, our lives, we are existing because we need to touch the lives of others. Every human being on the planet Earth that exists for himself or herself alone, then it doesn't worth it to even coexist with others, because whatever, even the life you have was given to you by God. That you wake up in the morning and breathe and talk and move, it's not by your power. All the words you think you have, all the houses, all the things you have, I just want you to know that it's possible to leave them one day and go. So why don't you better the life? Why don't you touch humanity? Why don't you do something? Why don't you touch lives? Don't treat somebody anyhow. I so much love this topic. Don't treat somebody anyhow, maybe because the person is not up to you or because the person does not have what you have. See, honestly speaking, when Chaplain James was talking, honestly speaking, what he's saying is true. Do you know there are some houses you will enter in Nigeria? There are some areas you go in Nigeria that you cannot enter the estates. You cannot, when you see the houses there, you are scared of even entering. There's so much discrimination. If you are not bringing big car, if you are not well dressed, you can't. Even though you have genuine reason to be there, you can't enter. There are some associations, there are some organizations you go, the way they treat you. But do you know what now? What funny thing is that people tend to treat very, 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 very rich people. They run after them, they help them, they carry their gun. But when you are there and they look at you like you are not rich, they just neglect you there. Why?
Yeah. Please,
The
can
question,
I quickly say something there?
yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir.
Thank you so much. With the what you have just brought up now, do you know that many are got duped today because they believe in those people. They believe they have money, they have wealth, they have influence, and all the rest. To give them
mm,
money to invest with them or to trust them, give them money to do this or that for them. And at the end of the
mm,
day,
mm,
you will not see that thing done. And they will still believe in, I say, there's very rich man now. So why will he
mm,
be doing this? All these things are fake life. Fake life.
mm.
Some of them will not
Yeah.
have anything. And all this money they are spending is money they have, collected forcefully, deceitfully from people. I have seen
Yeah.
several cases like that. Somebody that can easily sew your clothes, you will not give that person clothes. You will go online
Uh,
looking for tailor online that shows you one big house like that. You don't know that house there. You don't know the address. You'll never trace. You send them money that
mm,
they should ship this or that for you. You will not get it. It's part of the deceit that is going on in the world.
mm,
Not just
mm,
that, there are many cases that was brought to my office today. Uh, they're complaining about traveling. In these 3 days
mm,
now, I have about 6 cases like that.
mm.
They just dupe them on their whatever they want to do. They want to travel. And it's these same people that they think they have traveled, they have this money, they cannot cheat them, they cannot dupe them. They are the ones doing all these
Mm,
things in thousands of dollars,
mm,
thousands, millions of nairas. They will collect, and at the end of the day, you not see them. You can't trace their house. You just believe they are on social media. At the end of the day, you see that the social media is not effective again. It's blocked. It's gone.
yeah.
So we should also, this is part of the humanity resolution. Think of what you can do without stressing or troubling yourself. A lady that just left
Mm,
here and came to report that they gave her fake passport. It is when they got to embassy for interview, they told her in the embassy that this passport is fake. They are trying to scan the passport. They were unable to scan it, and he has paid
mm,
heavily express this that to get the passport.
mm.
And those people, they have their number, you have their contact where you send money to them. This is government, it is government documents. Nobody should able to make any fake of any passport. It's government document. So what are the
Wow.
government the government doing to that? How are they able to do all those things? Because they have
Mm,
theirs, they don't want to care. And you want better country, and you are complaining about the president. Is it the president doing that? We
is the
are
president?
the problem for ourselves. So if we want our nation to be better, we should all check ourselves first. Check yourself. What impact are you making in this country? Is it negative or positive? Is it wrong or right? So we're able to correct
Mm,
ourselves. Then the nation is already corrected. Is already good. Is already better because we are the cause of the problem. Every individual.
exactly.
So that what you have just said is truth, and that is what is happening.
Yes,
Discrimination
sir.
everywhere, and that's the most problem. If you go somewhere now to get uh look for a project or whatsoever because you don't come with a car, a big problem. They will not want to give you the job because you don't have a car, you don't come with a car. So believing that if they give you this money now, the next thing to go and buy is a car. So they will not give it to somebody that come with a car. Uber that they just rented, 20,000 can solve that. You give them the job. They didn't have the same time. We are just deceiving ourselves. Why are people going for proof of fund? They want to travel out. You will tell them because they didn't have enough money in their bank accounts. So they will not go to have a way to do proof of fund because they want to. We are the one causing problem for ourselves. People will come with genuine hearts. You will not want to take them. You'll be looking for people who have money, people who are richer. These are the cause of the problem. Why
Yeah.
people want to travel like going for proof of funds? If you have 1 million, if you have 2 million, it is however you want to do it.
Mm,
You want 25 million in the account before they could travel. Where are they going to get that? They will start running
exactly.
here. So where the people like the seed, even the government like the seed on their hood. So until when we begin to be truthful to ourselves, then we have edge
Mm,
way. We have a clearer picture of the kind of nation, of the kind of community we live in. So that is what I would say.
Yes, sir.
Thanks for adding your voice too, sister. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Let me just round up, Rosera Oluwaseyi, hope I'm permitted. I exactly what Chaplain has said, because there's so much it's inequality, inequality now in mathematics they call it. There's so much of that in Nigeria and around Africa. Until Africans begin to see themselves as one, until Nigerians, excuse me, until we begin to see ourselves as one, until we begin to see each other, one another as relevant, until we begin to see ourselves as at least have something to contribute. There are many occasions you go to, even the normal occasions we go. It's there everywhere now. There are hierarchies of people. You can't sit here, you can't sit here. This is where you can sit. Okay? So it would have been better if we have valued everybody's contribution. Life would have been better if we have known that, if we have realized that only one God created all of us. If we have realized, whether you are Christian, you are Muslim, you are Igbo, Hausa, or Yoruba, that we are all one, the same blood is running in us. If we don't look down on people, some people will have genuine mind to do something, you will ridicule them, they will ridicule them, they won't value them, they will, just like my chaplain said. So our world can be a better place if all of us can come together and reason together and know that you can be on top today, but tomorrow somebody you thought was down, you were marching while you were climbing, might be the one that you will need to even get down from where you are. Because there are some rich people that are hanging somewhere now, they are nowhere to be found. They are not rich again. And even to come down to mingle with the poor people is problem, because they have overbragged, they have overshot themselves. You might just need that person to even help you so that you can just come to a little level. So we Nigerians, we need to change our orientation. All our input matters in every sector of life, in the agriculture sector, in the education sector. We complain that children are mass failure in jam, mass failure in this. Okay, today I got an article and I was reading. Even the parents, they are contributing. When you tell them now that this child should go through premises, the government says a child should go through premises, they will say no. If you don't allow them, they'll take the child to another school and go and start JSS on there. And trust me, there are some agents of doom that are already there that call themselves tutorial center and whatever. These are the areas government need to look into, and they are there. They register a child from SS1 to go and write WAEC. Those are a generation that went through school the normal. Can't you see the generation that went through school the normal way? They register them from primary 4 now. A child goes to, even I saw it in government school, I was shocked. They took away a child from primary 4, a child that was promoted to primary 5 from primary 4. They took the child to a government school, and I was shocked that the school took the child into GSS 1. I have never seen that kind of thing, but who do we call? So these are the people. Everybody has faults. If there's a degradation, everybody has fault. We all need to come out and do the right thing and follow it the right way, and stop the deceit, and stop telling people the lies, and stop deceiving people. So may God help us in the country. May God help us in the world. Humanity should matter to us. The life of others should matter to us. The situation of others should matter to us. Don't capitalize on somebody's situation again to cheat the person. What the person is going through should matter to us. Have empathy. Put the person in your shoe. If they do this to you, how will you feel? There is no more empathy, sir, in this country today. People just show wickedness and they are not ready. I see a lot. The way they deal with women, girls everywhere. How can you, if you have empathy, if the blood that makes you a living soul runs in you, how will you kidnap someone, a child, a woman, a lady, and go and be hid and kill for ritual? Where is conscience in humanity? Government cannot be everywhere. President cannot be everywhere. Governor cannot be everywhere. We have other successful countries in the world. Their citizens are always ready to fight for them. Their citizens are ready to touch people around them. Can't we do that? May God help us. each and every one of us has role to play, role to touch lives, role to help the less privileged, role to live a truthful life. And the same rights should be given to us, just like my chaplain said: right to life, right to freedom of speech, right to the good things of life. We should not deprive a poor man's child of the right just because the poor man is poor. We should see everybody that God created us equally, and God will definitely help us. Thank you so much, my chaplain, for giving me the opportunity. Thank you, Cluster Oluwaseyi. God bless you. Thank you, my ambassador, wherever you are. God bless you. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Ma. We really appreciate you. Yes, our time is really fast spent. We really appreciate everyone that have joined us on the call, on YouTube, on Facebook, on Instagram, on X, and we appreciate our facilitator today, uh, Dr. Chaplain James. Thank you so very much, sir, for what you do. And on behalf of the Global President, Ambassador Dr. Adekunle Badmus, I say thank you so very much for coming, sir, and for everyone doing us call. Yes, who are we? I think okay, I have the president on the call today. President, well,
Thank you very much, Cluster and Oluwaseyi Odushagan. And I want to appreciate Cluster and Ambassador Abose D. Iko. It's been a while. I miss you a lot. Um, you see, I want to appreciate Chaplain James, the OO2, Humanity Revolution of the Global Clusters. It's important that we speak tonight, you understand, on all of the outstanding topic things that we're supposed to resolve and all of that. So having said that, I want to just join my word to say humanity revolution is a must. It's not an option. We should all be an embodiment of humanity. We should all, radiate humanity to both living things and non-living things. People will say, I thought humanity is only to those that are human beings. No, you can show humanity when you're driving your car. That gala you ate in your car, showing it outside of your vehicle on the main road, you're being dehuman to that road. Because the waste is what caused flood at the end of the day. And it will later on affect human beings. The humanity to the non-living things around us. Sorry, the lights went out. The humanity to the non-living things around us actually creates, sorry about this. The humanity to the non-living things around us actually creates a humanity to the living things around us. That is what I want you to capture. And I want the media department to come up with designs on it. The humanity to the non-living things. For instance, you don't have the right competence on how to fix a car. You went to fix a brake for somebody, and you did not fix that brake very well. You have done that car into humanity, and it can cost the life of the person driving it. Hello, the humanity to the non-living things around us. Get a humanity to the living things around us. So it is not just about you showing humanity to the living things, to human beings or to animals and all of that. Let me tell you something. One thing I observe in Turkey that does not happen in Nigeria and some African nations is that when you see a big dog, you'll be scared. But in Turkey, when you see a big dog, it's ready to play with you. Why? Because of the way the dog was treated. And that is why the dog is playing with you. So don't just show humanity to human beings alone. Show humanity to the non-living things. Keep the place that you're staying well. Keep it clean. Let it be clean. Keep it well. Do the right thing to arrange your room very well. When as a young lad, children listening to this humanity revolution, keep your room clean. Keep your body clean. You understand? All of these things are part of humanity. There is a certain way you meet a place. Keep it the way you met it. It's part of humanity. Having said that, I want to appreciate everyone for coming by. Just like Christian Oluwaseyi has said, our time is fast spent, and I will be asking by saying, who are we? We are a consortium of professionals or upcoming professionals, technocrats or upcoming technocrats, entrepreneurs or upcoming entrepreneurs, where we share accurate knowledge of our industry. Why? Because it gives us the right power. Accurate information, because that is the bridge between where we are and where we ought to be. Accurate connection, because to whom we are connected to largely depends on what we collect. We are not just the first nation building a social media platform or a marketplace where people can exchange products and services, or a place with instant monetization. We are the first nation building social media platform on earth. And if you have not joined us, go to Play Store, download the Global Clusters, or you go to www.theglobalclusters.org. TheGlobalClusters.org, and you'll be able to log in. One time lifetime 30K for a clusterian, and one time lifetime 50K for or its equivalent for a vendor. And we have a combo package, which is 61,000 naira to empower any youth. You understand? To empower any individual with the London Tea Career Institute, with the power of AI, so many other things. And 81,000 naira for a vendor to empower you on mini MBA, business analysis, and all of that. Yes. You understand? So, having said that, I want to say thank you, Chaplain James. Thank you, Christian Oluwaseyi Odushagu. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Ambassador Abosede. Let's meet tomorrow. Tomorrow is Genuine Love Revolution. We can't afford to miss it. And I want everyone to radiate love. Do something to be an embodiment of love tomorrow, between 5 to 6. And let us share this program. If you are listening to this, we want your submission. What's your take on today's humanity revolution? Type at the comment section. Share to friends and family, and let's build the world together. So having said that, see you tomorrow. Have a fruitful evening. Bye. Bye for now.
Bye. Thank you, sir.